Hello friends, welcome to my channel. This is the syllabus of Guwahati University Professional Ethics and Professional Accounting System or syllabus. So today our topic is meaning of professional ethics and advocates duty as provided under section 49(1)(c) of the Advocates Act 1961. Under section 49(1)(c) Bar Council of India কিছুমান rules prescribe কৰিছিল for the advocator কাৰণে follow কৰিবলৈ সেইখিনি হল duties of advocate. First of all আমি এটো meaning জানিব লাগিব meaning of professional ethics ইয়াৰ পৰা 1 mark short question আহে বা 2 marks ৰ question আহিব পাৰে. The word ethics derived from the Greek word ethos. Ethics to Greek word ethos or derive hoise to G. That means Greek word. Greek word or derive hoise or word to hol ETHOS. Ethos. It means habitual mode of conduct. Professional ethics it means habitual mode of conduct. It hol keyword. Conduct mane kisuman dhoroner act. Junto habitually mane regularly koribo lage. Professional ethics means a conduct written or unwritten. Conduct mane act. Professional ethics mane hol kisuman act ba conduct whether written or unwritten. Written thakibo pare fromot ba unwritten fromot which prescribe the duties of a profession. Junkhini conduct te eta duty provide kore for a profession, especially legal profession karone kisuman duty provide kore. For example, advocator karone kisuman duty provide kora hoise. So sentence about professional ethics means a conduct written or unwritten which prescribes the duties of a profession, legal profession mainly. So the legal profession and the judiciary as a whole in all countries have been honored as the pure fountain of justice. It whole pure fountain of justice, legal profession by judiciary, and enjoys high esteem of respect. In order to maintain the respect, the judiciary system to but justice system to respect maintain koribo hole lawyers e kisuman ethical regulations follow koribo lage kisuman ethical bostu. Under section 49(1)(c) of the Advocates Act 1961, advocator kan ekhon act ase ekhon Advocates Act year to hol 1961. A act khonor under eta particular section ase which section 49(1)(c. A act khonor under ekhone empower korise a particular section to empower korise Bar Council of India. Bar Council of India hol eta council junto council establish kora ase Advocates Act 1961 under. So a particular section to Bar Council of India empower korise rule banabole ba prescribe koribole rule regarding standard of professional conduct ki advocator professional conduct thakibo and etiquette advocate ki etiquette observe koribo to be observed by the advocate. The rule made by the Bar Council of India shall come into effect only when it is approved by Chief Justice of India. Rule kini approve koribo lagibo Chief Justice of India. A hol advocator duty. Rule 1 to 10 provide korise Bar Councilor rule 1 to 10 provide korise duty to the court. Advocator courtor proti ki duty ase heto hol duty to the court. Second to ase rule 11 to 33 provide korise duty to the clients mane customers but better word to hol client. Then rule 34 to 35 provide korise lawyers duty to opponent party. As on lawyer ter opponent party to proti mane opposite party to proti eta duty theke he duty to provide kora hoise section 34 to 35. Eto section nohoy to rule 34 to 35. Then rule 36 to 40 provide korise duty to profession. Nijor to profession lawyer by advocacy etu eta profession hol as an advocator so nijor profession tur proti ki duty ase he duty to provide korise rule 36 to 40. Yar bahiro belag duty ase. For example, duty to render legal aid mane legal aid to the poor junto amar practical paper or part hoy legal aid camp. Restrictions in other employment belag employee belag join kora salaried employee iblakot kisman restrictions ase lawyer. Duty to self mane nijor proti to myself. For example, duty to self nijor proti eta duty ase he duty to advocate follow koribo lagibo. Duty to college mane nijor advocate belag advocator proti aru restriction on advertisement koribo noribo ekini belag point. So first of all ami rule 1 to rule 10 pohim ekor pra 10 leki rule 1 to rule 10 that is duty to the court advocator court to proti ki duty ase rule 1 to rule 10 duty to the court. The administration of justice The role of in the administration of justice, the role of the advocate is to help the court to take a right decision in the dispute. Administration of justice মানে justice according to law. যেতিয়া এটা justice provide কৰা যায় তেতিয়া advocateৰ এটা role আছে যাতে courtক advocate help কৰে right decision ল'বলৈ কাৰণে in any disputed point of view. যিকোনো dispute যাতে court এটা right decision আহে তাত advocate help কৰিব লাগিব courtক মানে advocate administration of justice to সেই processটোত help কৰিব লাগিব while performing his job an advocate is duty bound to perform certain duties to the court কিছুমান courtৰ প্ৰতি duty আছে সেইখিনি হল ইয়াত থকা duty খিনি number 1 an advocate shall show the due respect to the court and shall never act in any manner to undermine the confidence in the judiciary first thing হল ইয়াত কিছুমান keyword আছে যিখিনি মনত ৰাখিলে answerটো লিখিব পাৰি first all to show due respect মানে courtৰ প্ৰতি এটা respect show কৰিব লাগিব to the court respect word to keyword hole and shall never act in any manner aru ketio enake kam koribo nalagibo to undermine the confidence in the judiciary proti confidence faith ba bisah tu naike kore tenka kam kisman koribo nalagibo mane confidence rakhibo lagibo judiciary proti aru respect koribo lagibo court then he shall not exert or attempt to exert any personal influence on the decision of the court kisuman personally influence koribo nalagibo court of decision provide korute nor shall give any impressions that he possesses personal influence with the judges before whom he normally practices personally karoko force koribo nalagibo money provide kori ba beleg dhonor pressure provide kori jate decision to beleg ahe ba advocate or mote hisabe ahe personal influence koribo nalagibo ba enekwa impression provide koribo nalagibo jate to dekha jay je junjon judgeor srot advocate argument koribo he judge junjon judgeor honmukhat argument kore ba normally practice kore then comes he shall always be punctual in attending courts in the prescribed dress it all the advocate dress junto dress hodai pinhi pile advocate ahi bolibo eta particular dress black color suit he shall be fair and frank in the court proceeding or hodai fair thakibo lagibo frank thakibo lagibo frank means straightforward he should be fair and frank in the court proceedings and so fair or frank thakibo lagibo then he shall not include any fact which he knows to be false enekwa fact affidavit pleadings petitions বা affidavitত include কৰিব নালাগিব advocate যোনটো advocate জানে যে false একো false statement affidavit pleading বা petitionত include কৰিব নালাগিব he shall not include any fact which he knows to be false in the pleadings petitions or affidavits pleadings এটা civil suit institute কৰে তেতিয়া plead কৰে petition বহুত ধৰণৰ হ'ব পাৰে বা affidavit যোনটো first person not থাকে বা oath swear শব্দ use কৰি পেলাই affidavit লয় তাত কোনো wrong statement বা wrong facts include কৰিব নোৱাৰিব advocate false then comes point 6 he shall not ask any adjournment of a case without genuine reason adjournment মানে স্থগিত কৰা adjournment যে যিকোনো কেস adjourn কৰিব নোৱাৰিব without genuine reason adjourn কৰিবলৈ কাৰণে he shall not ask for any adjournment of a case without genuine reason নাথাকাকৈ case adjourn কৰিবলৈ ক'ব নোৱাৰিব Then comes point 7 he shall not communicate privately with the judges to influence them relating to any pending cases kiba ta case to the court of pending thake titele advocate judgeor logot communicate koribo nwaribo privately that is privately শব্দ to word hoise privately communicate koribo nwaribo jate ene dhore nwaribo jate influence kore case to pay pending case to 8 he shall not speak ill of judges or use abusive remarks about them judge or against a bag ko kobo nwaribo ba abusive remark by abusive words use koribo nwaribo but if the judge behaves improperly jodi judge improperly advocate behave kore and is not the right but also his duty to report it to the proper authorities so advocate or duty ase judge or proti ill bea ko kobo nwaribo ba abusive remark কৰিব নোৱাৰিব বা abusive শব্দ ইউজ কৰিব নোৱাৰিব but যদি কেতিয়াবা judge himself advocate ৰ প্ৰতি improperly behave কৰে তেতিয়াও advocate judge গিল behave কৰা কোনো right নাই but right যদি আছে কিবা right বা duty যদি আছে তেতিয়ালে advocate হে matter to proper authority inform কৰিব পাৰে but advocate সদায় নিজৰ dignity maintain কৰিব লাগিব Then comes point 9 he shall not interrupt when the counsel for the other side or the judge is speaking তেওঁ interrupt কৰিব নোৱাৰিব যেতিয়া other side or counsel to বা judge কৈ থাকে স্পীক কৰি থাকে তেতিয়া তেওঁ ইণ্টাৰাপ্ট কৰিব নোৱাৰিব তেওঁ মাজত সোমাব নোৱাৰিব বিকজ এনাডাৰ ছাইডটোৰো এটা ইকুৱেল অপৰচুনিটি আছে টু ৰিপ্ৰেজেণ্ট হিজ কেছ বেলেগ এটা অপজিট পাৰ্টিৰো ইকুৱেল অপৰচুনিটি আছে নিজৰ কেছটো ৰিপ্ৰেজেণ্ট কৰাৰ চ' এডভকেটজনে ইণ্টাৰাপ্ট কৰিব নোৱাৰিব কাউন্সিল বা জাজক যেতিয়া তেওঁ নিজৰ কেছটো ৰিপ্ৰেজেণ্ট কৰি থাকে বা স্পীক কৰি থাকে Point 10, he shall appear in the court in the prescribed dress. এটা advocate prescribed dress থাকে white color tie and black color coat. So prescribed dress so নিজকে courtত appear কৰিব লাগিব and his appearance should always be presentable আৰু সদায় ধুনীয়াকৈ present কৰিব লাগিব. He shall not wear bands or gown in the public places. কিছুমান clothes public placesত পিন্ধিব নোৱাৰিব. Point 11, he shall not practice before a judge if he is related to him. যদি জজজন এডভকেটৰ লগত কিবা ৰিলেশ্যন আছে ৰিলেটেড that means family point of view পৰা ৰিলেটেড হয় ৰিলেটিভছ হয় সেই জজনৰ ওচৰত এডভকেটে প্লে কৰিব নোৱাৰিব প্ৰেক্টিছ কৰিব নোৱাৰিব the reason is that ইয়াত কিবা বাইছৰ চান্স থাকে বা জজনক ইনফ্লুৱেঞ্চ কৰাৰ কেছটোৰ প্ৰতি চান্সেছ থাকে চ' ৰিলেটিভছ জজ থাকিলে এডভকেটে তাত প্ৰেক্টিছ কৰিব নোৱাৰিব Then comes he shall not act or plead in any manner in which he is pecuniarily monetary interested. He is pecuniarily monetary interested. Now he shall not act but এনেকে act কৰিব নোৱাৰিব বা plead কৰিব নোৱাৰিব any manner যদি এইটো দেখা যায় যে তেওঁ অকল মানিৰ প্ৰতিহে interested but not otherwise. Then comes 13, he shall not appear for any organization, institution, society or corporation if he is the member of the executive committee of such organization, institution, society or corporation. Tao appear hobo nwaribo on behalf of kunuba organization, institution ba society jodi tao executive committee part hoy member hoy executive committee mane junto gote affairs bilak deal kore institution to organization to ba society ba corporation or so advocate jodi tao only condition is that যদি তেওঁ মেম্বাৰ হয় এক্সিকিউটিভ কমিটিৰ যদি তেওঁ হিমছেল্ফ মেনেজমেণ্টত আছে সেই কৰ্পৰেশ্যন ইনষ্টিটিউশ্যন ছ'চাইটি বা অৰ্গেনাইজেশ্যনৰ তেতিয়াহ'লে তেওঁ এপিয়াৰ হ'ব নোৱাৰিব এজ এ লয়াৰ বিফৰ এনি কোৰ্ট টু ৰিপ্ৰেজেণ্ট দ্য কেছ দেন কামছ ৰুল 11 to 33 সেইটো হ'ল ডিউটি টু দ্য ক্লায়েণ্টছ এডভকেটৰ তেওঁৰ ক্লায়েণ্টছৰ প্ৰতি কি ডিউটি আছে ফাৰ্ষ্ট অফ অল হ'ল ডিউটি টুৱাৰ্ডছ কোৰ্ট সেইটো ৰুল 10 to ৰুল 32 Sorry, rule 1 to rule 10. Now, rule 11 to rule 32 provide duty to the client. A client is entrusting a case with an advocate because of his trust and confidence on him. তেতিয়াহ'লে এডভকেটৰ প্ৰতি ক্লায়েণ্টৰ ট্ৰাষ্ট আৰু কনফিডেন্স থাকে ট্ৰাষ্ট এণ্ড কনফিডেন্স থাকে কাৰণে ক্লায়েণ্টে এডভকেটক কেছটো দিয়ে ইন অৰ্ডাৰ টু অনাৰ দিছ ট্ৰাষ্ট সেই ট্ৰাষ্টটো অনাৰ কৰিবলৈ তাৰ প্ৰতি ৰেচপেক্ট দিবলৈ এণ্ড কনফিডেন্স দ্য বাৰ কাউন্সিল অফ ইণ্ডিয়াই ৰুল 1 to 33 প্ৰেছক্ৰাইব কৰিছে আৰু ইয়াত ফলোয়িং ডিউটিজ এইখিনি ডিউটি প্ৰভাইড কৰিছে First of all, number 1 to hold an advocate is bound to accept a case in the courts or tribunal where he normally practicing. First of all, as an advocate bound to accept hetu case accept koribo pare any court or tribunal juntu court ba tribunal to normally practice kore. He shall not withdraw from a case which he has already accepted without sufficient reasons. Advocate case to withdraw koribo pare but without sufficient he is already accepting without sufficient reasons without sufficient reason hetu koribo noribo sufficient reason provide koribo lagibo ta kyo case to withdraw koribo bisarise he shall not withdraw from the case merely because his fees has not been paid in full he case to withdraw koribo noribo merely only on the ground that fees to full pay kora joa nai because it's important matter at a case represent kori ase without sufficient cause ba jodi fees to fully pay kora nai ebila groundot withdraw koribo noribo he shall without from the case only after giving a reasonable notice to his client he shall withdraw from the case only after giving a reasonable notice to the client withdraw korar ago reasonable notice dibo lagibo etu hol third point after his withdrawal he must refund just part of the fees or fees to junkhini provide korar korisil client he fees to refund koribo lagibo mane return kori dibo lagibo which is in excess of in his hand junhi te hatot beshi ko ase point number 2 goise advocate case eta withdraw korar agot sufficient cost dibo lagibo fees fully pay kora nai নকৰা তো sufficient cost নহয় আৰু reasonable notice দিব লাগিব ক্লায়েণ্টক যে তেওঁ কেছটো withdraw কৰিব বিচাৰিছে আৰু যদি কিবা মানি তেওঁৰ হাতত থাকে তেটো ৰিফান্ড কৰিব লাগিব ফি টু ৰিফান্ড কৰিব লাগিব তিনটা কন্ডিশনছ আছে Then point number 3, he shall not accept a case in which he has reason to believe that he will be called as a witness. Advocate jone jodi eta reason thake believe koribo jete witness hisabe he case to matibo tetihale he case to accept koribo nware. If he already engaged in a case in which he is called as a witness to witness hisabe tak mata jay, then he should return the case. Tetihale to case to jodi lole tetihale return koribo lagibo or basically accept koribo nalagibo, but jodi accept korise tetihale return koribo lagibo. But if his retirement will cause irreparable loss to the client, jodi ta retirement irreparable loss client to kiba loss kore, then he can continue to appear as a lawyer. Tetihale teo despite being as a witness lawyer hisabe appear hobo pare. 10.4, he must make full and frank disclosure. Full mane complete, frank mane straight forward disclosure. Full and frank disclosure to the client. The client took full or frankly kobo lagibo, disclose koribo lagibo relating to his connection to the parties and his interest in the controversy which may likely to affect his client's interest. The party to belek party pati jodi kiba connections ase ba interest ase he controversial matter tut jundu matter or logot jundu matter client to affect kore, client to interest affect kore, he kotha khini teo full or frankly disclose koribo lagibo. Point number 5, he should fearlessly uphold the interest of his client by fair and honorable means without the fear of any pleasant consequences. They fearlessly nijor interest to uphold the interest of his client. To client to interest to fearlessly uphold koribo lagibo by fair and honorable means or fairly have to fearlessly and fairly uphold koribo lagibo client interest to aru without the fear of any pleasant consequences ba belek kiba consequences or bhoy nathaka koribo lagibo. He shall not refuse to appear for an accused person merely because in his personal opinion the accused has committed the offense. For example, A is an accused person, C is the advocate. The personal opinion mane personally bhabe je an accused person A really he crime to commit korise, কিন্তু advocate jone refuse koribo nwaribo on refuse to appear for an accused. He accused person jonor kane advocate jon appear hobole kane refuse koribo nwaribo jodio ba te personally bhabe je advocate jon accused ne really crime to commit korise because as an accused person ro eta right ase je te as an advocate dora represent hobo pare. Accused person ro eta right ase and advocate ro eta duty ase je te accused person jonok represent korok. Then point 6, an advocate appearing as a prosecution counsel mane prosecutioner part of the appear hoy shall be fair and shall not conduct the prosecution as hostility to the accused to secure convictions. He should not obstruct the defense counsel in placing the relevant material evidence to prove the innocence of the accused. First of all, here duta kind of counsel ase, eta hol in criminal proceedings prosecution counsel or eta hol defense counsel. So advocate jodi prosecution counsel or behalf of appear hise mane to accused jonor against appear hise mane to accused jonok guilty proof koribole kane appear hise, so te fair hobo lagibo tat aru te hostile hobo na lagibo to the jate te accused jonor in any means conviction he secure kore. Hostile hobo na lagibo aru only fair hobo lagibo. He should not obstruct defense counsel. To defense counsel obstruct koribo nwaribo, badha dibo nwaribo ba interfere koribo nwaribo in placing the relevant material evidence. So the defense counsel relevant material evidence place koribo bisare to prove the innocence of the accused no innocence proof koribole kare. Then comes point 7, he shall not disclose any matter communicated to him in his professional capacity to any other person without the consent of his client. ইয়াত এটা প্ৰিভিলেজ কমিউনিকেশ্যন দিয়া আছে, হেতু এভিডেন্স এক্টত মেইনলি প্ৰভাইড কৰা হৈছে প্ৰিভিলেজ কমিউনিকেশ্যন। ক্লায়েণ্ট আৰু এডভোকেটৰ মাজত যিখিনি কমিউনিকেশ্যন হয় ৰিগাৰ্ডিং এনি কেছ বা এনি মেটাৰ, সেই কমিউনিকেশ্যনখিনি কেছটো ৰিলেটেড এডভোকেটে বেলেগ এজন থাৰ্ড পাৰ্টিক ডিছক্ল'জ কৰিব নোৱাৰিব উইদাউট দ্য কনচেণ্ট অফ দ্য ক্লায়েণ্ট। Point 8, he shall not be a party to fermenting of litigations. The vexatious বা frivolous বা false litigation part hoba nalagibo, party hoba nalagibo. He should act at the instructions of the client to instruction mote kam koribo lagibo and not the instruction of any other person. Belek person instruction mote nohoy but only the client to instruction mote to kam koribo lagibo. Client to instruction, not of any other person. Then comes point 10, he shall not stipulate a fee depending on the success of the case or agree to share the process of the litigation. Litigation jodi kiba pai For example, property suit or any kind of suit যদি ক্লায়েণ্টটোৱে কিবা বেনিফিট হয় বা নিজৰ ৰাইটছটো পায় তাত এডভোকেটে চিয়ৰ খুজিব নালাগিব বিকজ মই কেছটো সাকসেস কৰিছোঁ তাৰ কাৰণে মোক চিয়ৰ লাগিব সেইটো এডভোকেটে কৰিব নালাগিব আৰু তেওঁ কেছটো বেছি সাকসেস হ'লে তাৰ পৰা বেছি ফিজ তেনেকুৱা ষ্টিপুলেটেড ফিজ হ'ব নালাগিব ফৰ এক্সাম্পল এ আৰু বি এ হ'ল ক্লায়েণ্ট বি হ'ল এডভোকেট ইয়াত এটা আছে কেছ চ' এডভোকেট আৰু ক্লায়েণ্টৰ মাজত এনেকুৱা কথা হ'ল যে এডভোকেটে যদি কেছটো সাকসেস কৰিব পাৰে তেতিয়াহ'লে ক্লায়েণ্টে তেওঁক কিবা এটা ফি পে' কৰিব সেই সুটটোৰ পৰা যি মানি ৰিকভাৰ হয় তাৰপৰা বা কিবা এটা ষ্টিপুলেটেড প্ৰাইচ পে' কৰিব কেছটো সাকসেস হোৱাৰ পিছত বেলেগ এটা এপাৰ্ট ফ্ৰম নৰ্মেল ফি বেলেগ এটা ফি ষ্টিপুলেটেড প্ৰাইচ ফি পে' কৰিব তেনেকুৱা হ'ব নোৱাৰে দিছ ইজ এগেইনষ্ট দ্য ৰুল অফ বাৰ কাউন্সিল অফ ইণ্ডিয়া 11 he shall not buy or agree to share the interest of the litigation যিবিলাক ইণ্টাৰেষ্ট হয় সেইটো কিনা বা শ্বেয়াৰ কৰা this is also against the rule of Bar Council of India. 10.12 he shall not directly or indirectly bid or purchase his own name or in any other name any property sold in executions of a decree in which he was engaged a lawyer নিজৰ নামটো indirectly বা indirectly bid কৰিব নোৱাৰিব 13 he shall not adjust a fee payable to him by his client against his own personal liability to the client the fee to বেলেগ ধৰণে adjust কৰিব নোৱাৰি as I have already mentioned A আৰু B illustration they already mentioned কৰিছোঁ so same point then 14 he shall not do anything whereby he abuses or takes advantages of the confidence reposed on him by the clientor কিবা এটা confidence আছে advocateৰ ওপৰত that means in another words trust so advocate abuse কৰিব নোৱাৰিব সেই trustটো বা সেই trustটোৰ প্ৰতি due respect কৰিব লাগিব plus সেই trustটোৰ advantage ল'ব নালাগিব 15 he should keep regular accounts of the client's money entrusted to him the account should show the particulars of the amount received from the client and the expenses incurred for him so there এখন regular account maintain কৰিব লাগিব য'ত clientে কোনটো ডেটত কিমান মানি বা fees provide কৰিছে হেতুৰ এটা account থাকে আৰু তাৰ পৰা তেওঁ যিখিনি expenses খৰচ কৰিছে সেইখিনি তাত মেনশন থাকিব লাগিব হেতু হল maintenance of regular accounts Point 16 he should maintain separate accounts for the amount received for the fees and for expenses এ দুটা বস্তু আছে এটা হল fees আৰু এটা হল expenses fees to হল যোনটো advocate or service provide কৰাৰ কাৰণে এটা receive কৰে something fees আৰু এটা হল expenses তেওঁ কামটো কৰিবলৈ service to provide কৰিবলৈ বেলেগ যিখিনি expenses খৰচ কৰে হেতু হল expenses the amount received from the expenses shall not be converted for fees যোনটো receive তেওঁ clientৰ পৰা expenses হিচাপে amount to লৈছে এটো expenses হিচাপে খৰচ কৰিছে fees নহয় হে expenses to feesত convert কৰিব নোৱাৰে without the consent of the clientজনৰ consent নাথাকাকৈ মানে expenses পাৰ্টৰ পৰা তেওঁ কিবা এটা পাৰ্ট নিজৰ fees হিচাপে ল'ব নোৱাৰে without the consent of the client Then comes point 17 where any amount received on behalf of the client either from the court or from any other person it should be intimated to the client as nearly as possible যদি to any amount received কৰিছে client জনৰ behalfত মানে client জনৰ behalfত advocate জনে কিবা amount receive কৰিছে but হেতু lawfully client জনক বিবাপা belongs to a client either from the court or from any other person যদি courtৰ পৰা মানিটো receive কৰিছে বা বেলেগ personৰ পৰা receive কৰিছে তেওঁ হে fact to intimate কৰিব লাগিব আৰু মানিটো as early as possible আৰু মানিটো pay কৰিব লাগিব then comes point 18 after the processings are over court processings যেতিয়া over হয় he shall take the settled fee from the client's money fee to ল'ব পাৰিব client's money পৰা money in his hand and the balance if any should be returned to the client আৰু কিবা যদি তাৰ পৰা fee পৰা balance থাকে তেতিয়াহলে client জনক return কৰি দিব লাগিব 19 if the advocate fees is left unsettled যদি advocate fees to কিমান আছিল হেতু settle কৰা না যায় decide কৰা না যায় between advocate and the client he shall take a reasonable fee to a reasonable amount to ল'ব পাৰিব only reasonable fees from the client's money in his hand after the proceedings are over 20 a copy of the client's amount shall be furnished to him on demand clientor amount যিমানখিনি pay কৰিছে তাৰ এটা copy advocate demandত client provide কৰিব পাৰে furnish কৰিব পাৰে Then comes point 21 he shall not convert the client's money in his hand as loan given to him by the client তেওঁ client's money to He shall not convert the client's money in his hand. Clientor যোনটো money তেওঁৰ হাতত আছে হেতু তেওঁ লোন হিচাপে loan given to him by the client এতে loan দিয়া হিচাপে convert কৰিব নোৱাৰে. Then 22, he shall not lend money to his client for the purpose of any legal proceeding in which he is engaged as a lawyer. তেওঁ client জনক money lend কৰিব নোৱাৰে য'ত তেওঁ lawyer হিচাপে নিজেই case to appear হৈ আছে, but any amount given to the client in an unanticipated emergency কিবা এটা emergency ক্ষেত্ৰত যদি দিবলগীয়া হ'ল shall not be treated as a breach of his duty. সেইটো breach of their duty হিচাপে treat কৰা নহ'ব because itu exceptional circumstances or in case emergency. Then 23, an advocate who has advised or prepared the pleadings or appeared for a party in any suit or appeal shall not act, appear or plead for the opposite party. যোনজন তেওঁ opposite party কাৰণে act, appear বা plead কৰিব নোৱাৰিব. For example, advocate A appear হৈছে client B's behalfত. Client C is the opposite party. So advocate A on the one hand client B's behalfত appear হৈছে যদিও তেওঁ client A argument কৰোঁতে কেছটো তেওঁ client A পক্ষ লৈ যাব নালাগিব, তেওঁ B ক্ষেত্ৰত B কাৰণে কাম কৰিব লাগিব, not for A. In addition to the above duties prescribed by the Bar Council of India, an advocate is expected to perform the following duties also to the client. Ekhini additional duty, he shall give advice to his client honestly and in good faith. Client jete advice provide koribo legal advice, to honestly he advice provide koribo libo in good faith. To provide koribo libo good faith means with due care and attention. He shall prepare the case with due care and skill, or case to নিজৰ যিমানখিনি স্কিল আছে সেইখিনি ইউজ কৰি বা ডিউ কেয়াৰ এটেনশ্যন ইউজ কৰি বা গুড ফেইথৰ দ্বাৰা কেছটো প্ৰিপেয়াৰ কৰিব লাগিব. হি শ্বেল ছাবমিট অল ৰিলিভেণ্ট ডকুমেণ্টছ বিফৰ দ্য কোৰ্ট ইন ছাপৰ্ট অফ হিজ ক্লেইম ইন ছাপৰ্ট অফ দ্য ক্লেইম অফ হিজ ক্লাইণ্ট, আৰু কোৰ্টত এভৰি ৰিলিভেণ্ট ডকুমেণ্ট প্ৰভাইড কৰিব লাগিব, ফাৰ্নিছ কৰিব লাগিব, যাতে তেওঁ যিটো ক্লেইম আছে ক্লাইণ্টৰ ক্লেইমটোক ছাপৰ্ট কৰিব পাৰে. 4, he should attend the court on every day fixed for hearing, আৰু সদায় তেওঁ court attend কৰিব লাগিব every day fixed for hearing of his client's case. And 5, he should return the whole fees received from the client if he is not in a position to conduct the case. তেওঁ যদি কেছটো কণ্ডাক্ট কৰিব নোৱাৰে, কেছটো ল'ব নোৱাৰে, তেতিয়াহ'লে ক্লাইণ্টক ফিটো ৰিটাৰ্ণ কৰি দিব লাগিব. Then comes lawyers' duty to the opponent party. Lawyers or opponent party proti ki duty ase. Rule 34 to 35. 34 and 35. Rule 34 and 35 deals with the following duties of an advocate to the opponent party. Here as follows. Number 1. Rule 34 provides that an advocate shall not in any way communicate or negotiate upon the subject matter of dispute with the opposite party directly. For any reason, if we want to communicate anything, then it should be done through his advocate. So Rule 34 they provide কৰিছে যে advocate anyway একো বস্তু কমিউনিকেট বা নেগোচিয়েট কৰিব নোৱাৰিব ডিসপুটৰ যোনটো সাবজেক্ট মেটাৰ থাকে, সাবজেক্ট মেটাৰ অফ দ্য ডিসপুট উইথ দ্য অপোজিট পাৰ্টি ডাইৰেক্টলি, তো ডাইৰেক্টলি কমিউনিকেট কৰিব নোৱাৰিব. ফৰ এনি ৰিজন ইফ ইউ ৱান্ট টু কমিউনিকেট এনিথিং দেন ইট শুড বি ডান থ্ৰু দ্য এডভোকেট. চ' কিবা এটা বেচিকেলি এটা বস্তুৱে কৈছে এডভোকেটে অপজিট পাৰ্টিৰ লগত কমিউনিকেট কৰিব নোৱাৰিব. সেই যোনটো মেটাৰটো যোনটো ডিসপুটেড মেটাৰ, সেইটো মেটাৰটো নেগোচিয়েট কৰিবলৈ কাৰণে ডাইৰেক্টলি তেওঁ অপজিট পাৰ্টিৰ লগত কমিউনিকেট কৰিব নোৱাৰিব. তেওঁ ক্লাইণ্টৰ হেল্প ল'ব লাগিব বা ক্লাইণ্টজনৰ কনচেণ্ট থাকিব লাগিব, বিকজ এইটো হ'ল অপজিট পাৰ্টি. এডভোকেটে নিজে একো কৰিব নোৱাৰিব. Rule 35 provides that an advocate shall do his best to carry out any legitimate promise made to the opposite party. তো কিবা যদি legitimate promise কৰিছে to the opposite party, তো নিজৰ best দিব লাগিব সেইটো carry out কৰিবলৈ কাৰণে, even if such promises are not in writing or not enforceable under the rule of the court. যদি সেইখিনি promise writing নহয় বা enforceable নহয় courtৰ দ্বাৰা, he must try his level best to perform his promise. তেওঁ নিজৰ best perform কৰিব লাগিব promise fulfill কৰিবলৈ. He shall not use unfair and malicious tactics against the opponent. তেওঁ opponentজনৰ against কিবা unfair বা malicious tactics use কৰিব নালাগিব. unfair কিবা malicious tactics কিছুমান মুভিত দেখায় এডভোকেটে কিছুমান malicious tactics use কৰে. So, তেনেকুৱা কৰিব নালাগিব. This is against the very rule of Bar Council of India. Then comes he shall not abuse the rule of evidence. Evidence যোনটো rule আছে সেই ruleটো abuse কৰিব নালাগিব in the process of the court in order to injure the opponent. বা courtৰ processটো opponentজনক injure কৰিবলৈ কাৰণে. For example, evidenceৰ বহুত rule আছে. তো evidenceটো কিবা falsify কৰা বা courtৰ processটো এনেধৰণে লৈ যোৱা য'ত তেওঁ injure কৰে opponentজনক, তেনেকৈ injure কৰিব নোৱাৰিব. This is against. Because advocate in a lawful manner courtot তেওঁৰ ক্লাইণ্টৰ কেছটো প্ৰেজেণ্ট কৰিব পাৰে, আৰ্গুমেণ্ট কৰিব পাৰে, সব প্ৰসেছিং কৰিব পাৰে, বাট অপনেণ্টজনৰ প্ৰতি ইন এ আনলফুল মেনাৰ কিবা এবিউজ কৰিব বা ইনজিয়ৰ কৰিব নোৱাৰে. Then fifth, যি কৰিব lawfully কৰিব not unlawfully. He shall not make baseless attacks on the reputation of the opponent or his witness or unduly harass him. কেতিয়াবা advocate witnessৰ ৰেপুটেশ্যনৰ ওপৰত হাৰ্ম কৰিব পাৰে কিছুমান কেছত, ফৰ এক্সাম্পল মেইনটেনেন্স কেছত, স্পেচিয়েল আণ্ডাৰ CRPC 125. So কেতিয়াবা হয়, বাট most of the cases baseless attack যোনটো কোনো গ্ৰাউণ্ড নাই, baseless means groundless attack কৰিব ৰেপুটেশ্যনৰ ওপৰত কৰিব নোৱাৰিব তেওঁৰ অপনেণ্টৰ ওপৰত বা অপনেণ্টজনৰ উইটনেছৰ ওপৰত বা তেওঁলোকক unduly harass কৰিব নোৱাৰিব. Then 6, he may make concessions to the convenience of the opponent and his lawyer in fixing the date of trial. তেওঁৰ অপনেণ্টজনৰো কনভিনিয়েন্সটো চাব লাগিব যেতিয়া ট্ৰায়েলৰ ডেটটো ফিক্স কৰাৰ সময়ত তেওঁৰ অপনেণ্টজনৰ কনভিনিয়েন্সটো চাব লাগিব আৰু ক্লাইণ্টৰো চাব লাগিব অবভিয়াছলি, because both parties are equal rights to represent their case. Then comes duty to profession, Rule 36 to Rule 40. Every advocate owns the obligations to uplift the profession. নিজৰ professionৰ প্ৰতি এটা ডিউটি আছে, নিজৰ professionটো uplift কৰাত, to which he belongs, যোনটোত তেওঁ belong কৰে. He must avoid any conduct that may lead to lower the standards of profession. So advocate এনেকুৱা কাম কৰিব নোৱাৰিব, এনেকুৱা conduct avoid কৰিব লাগিব যোনটো advocateৰ profession এজন advocate হিচাপে lower কৰে, not profession, I mean what standard to lower কৰে, standard. He shall never forget that he belongs to the noble professions. তেওঁ এটা noble professionৰ পৰা belong কৰে, dignity আছে যোনটো professionৰ. He shall never forget that he belongs to the noble profession. Following are some of the important duties to his professions. নিজৰ professionৰ প্ৰতিও এটা duty আছে, এইখিনি provide কৰা হৈছে. Number 1, an advocate shall not speak ill of his profession. নিজৰ professionটোৰ against advocate একো ক'ব নোৱাৰিব, speak ill of the profession. He should conduct himself in such a way to enhance respect, sympathy and good feeling between the members of the profession and to strive to maintain the honor and the dignity of the profession. নিজৰ professionটোৰ honor আৰু dignity maintain কৰিব লাগিব আৰু নিজকে এনেধৰণে represent কৰিব লাগিব যাতে তেওঁ respect, sympathy আৰু good feeling নিজৰ professionৰ same memberৰ মাজত ৰাখিব পাৰে. Then point number 2, he shall not discuss in the newspaper any pending case or appeal. Newspaperত তেওঁ কিবা পেণ্ডিং কেছ বা এপিলৰ বিষয়ে ডিছকাছ কৰিব নোৱাৰিব. 3, he shall not in any way solicit cases by advertisement or otherwise. কেছটো এডভাৰটাইজ কৰিব নোৱাৰিব বা বেলেগ ধৰণে. So 4, he shall not act or plead in his professional capacity before any officer of the state not exceeding judicial or quasi-judicial powers. Judicial authority বা quasi-judicial authorityহে plead কৰিব পাৰিব, বেলেগ officer of the stateৰ ওচৰত নহয়. 5, he shall not appoint intermediaries for procuring cases and divide the fees between them to pay commissions to them for just work. Intermediaries মাজত বেলেগ মানুহ কেছ আনিবলৈ কাৰণে সিহঁতক এমপ্লয় কৰিব নোৱাৰিব আৰু তাৰ পৰা কমিশ্যন দিয়া বা ফি পে কৰা সেয়া কৰিব নোৱাৰিব. Intermediary means middleman. 6, he shall not entertain or show any undue hospitality to any particular judges. He shall not entertain কৰা বা undue hospitality, বেছি মৰম দেখুওৱা, hospitality দেখুওৱা to any particular judge. Undue wordটো ইউজ কৰা হৈছে to any এজন particular judgeৰ প্ৰতিটো দেখাব নোৱাৰিব. For example, মানে জজজনক ইনফ্লুৱেঞ্চ কৰা, কেছটো এডভকেটজনৰ পক্ষত দিয়া, তেনেকৈ কৰিব নোৱাৰিব. Then 7, he shall not place himself in the situation which may be unbecoming of a member of the bar. তেওঁক এনেকুৱা চিটুৱেশ্যনত ইনভলভ কৰিব নোৱাৰিব যোনটো তেওঁক এনেকুৱা কৰিব যে তেওঁ বাৰৰ মেম্বাৰ হৈ নাথাকে, unbecoming of a member of the bar. 8, he shall not oppose the desire of his client for additional professional help or assistance from other lawyers. যদি ক্লায়েণ্টে বেলেগ লয়াৰৰ পৰাও additional professional help বিচাৰে তেতিয়াহ'লে এডভকেটজনে সেইটো অপ'জ কৰিব নালাগিব বা নোৱাৰিব. Then comes 9, he must appear in robes in the court proceedings. He shall not wear robes or gown in public places except on ceremonial occasions. So the proper dress code maintain কৰিব লাগিব আৰু সেই ড্ৰেছটো পাব্লিক প্লেচেছত পিন্ধিব নোৱাৰিব. 10, he shall not act as a managing director or secretary of a company without the leave of the Bar Council of India. তেওঁ যদি কিবা মেনেজিং ডাইৰেক্টৰ হ'ব বিচাৰে বা ছেক্ৰেটাৰী হ'ব বিচাৰে কিবা কোম্পানীৰ, তেতিয়াহ'লে ফাৰ্ষ্ট অফ অল তেওঁ বাৰ কাউন্সিল অফ ইণ্ডিয়াৰ লিভ ল'ব লাগিব. উইদাউট দ্য লিভ অফ দ্য বাৰ কাউন্সিল অফ ইণ্ডিয়া তেওঁ মেনেজিং ডাইৰেক্টৰ বা ছেক্ৰেটাৰী হ'ব নোৱাৰিব দেন 11 হি শ্বেল নট ৱৰ্ক এজ এ ফুল টাইম চেলাৰিড এমপ্লয় তেওঁ ফুল টাইম চেলাৰিড এমপ্লয় হিচাপে কাম কৰিব নোৱাৰিব ফুল টাইম চেলাৰিড এমপ্লয় মানে ফুল টাইম কাম কৰা 9 to 5 probably আৰু salary provide কৰা salaried employee হিচাপে কাম কৰিব নোৱাৰিব because advocate কৰা কামটো হ'ল এটা profession so এটো তে এমপ্লয় হ'ব নোৱাৰে then the officer of the court হয় then 12 he shall not do any other business বেলেগ বিজনেস কৰিব নোৱাৰে যেনেকৈ salaried employee হ'ব নোৱাৰে তেনেকৈ বেলেগ বিজনেস কৰিব নোৱাৰে an advocate who inherits any family business may continue it but he should not personally participate in the management of the business তেওঁ যদি কিবা family business inherit কৰে for example তেওঁৰ parents grandparents বা ancestor বিলাকৰ কিবা family কিবা এটা business আছে হেতু তেওঁ inherit কৰে তেতিয়ালে হে businessটো চলাই যাব পাৰিব but business to continue কৰিব পাৰিব কিন্তু manage business to management participate কৰিব নোৱাৰিব that means এজন advocate অকল advocateৰ কাম হে কৰিব পাৰিব তে business কৰিব নোৱাৰে outside then comes duty to render legal aid provide কৰা justice is a great interest of man on earth and the lawyers is the high priest in the shrine of justice the quality of justice to a great extent depends on the moral quality integrity and fairness justice to depend কৰে moral quality integrity আৰু fairness ওপৰত to develop their moral qualities the lawyers must actively participate in the legal aid program so lawyer actively participate কৰিব লাগিব মানে legal aid provide কৰা to give free legal aid services belagok free legal aid services provide কৰিব লাগিব to the poor and the needy people of free legal aid service provide কৰিব পাৰিব লাগিব this is one of the important duty an advocate owns to the society hetu advocate or society টোৰ প্ৰতি এটা duty আছে যোন মানুহ poor unable to pay the advocate or fees বা needy people যাৰ দৰকাৰ and the time doctor কেতিয়াবা advocate কেতিয়াবা free legal aid provide কৰিব লাগিব free service provide কৰিব লাগিব if a lawyer personally knows that his client is unable to pay because of poverty then he must represent a case without demanding any fees from him for example advocate A and client C client A because of poverty needs lawyers জনক fees to pay কৰিব নোৱাৰে তেতিয়া advocate জনে clientৰ case to represent কৰিব পাৰে তেওঁ যদি বিচাৰে if he wish to do এটো free legal aid পৰে similarly when the court appoints a lawyer to defend an accused যেতিয়া কোৰ্টে এজন lawyer appoint কৰে accused জনক defend কৰিবলৈ কাৰণে it is his moral obligations to accept his order and discharge his duties এটো তেওঁৰ moral obligation নিজৰ হেতু accept কৰা আৰু court order accept কৰা আৰু নিজৰ duty to discharge কৰা towards the court and the accused courtৰ প্ৰতিও accused জনৰ প্ৰতিও by the best use of his knowledge and ability যিমানখিনি তেওঁ কৰিব পাৰে best use of his knowledge and ability then comes lawyer shall cooperate and actively participate in joining hands with the local area legal services তেওঁৰ local area legal services that cooperatively participate কৰিব পাৰে join কৰিব পাৰে authorities in the organizing local adults organize কৰাটো help কৰিব পাৰে and legal aid program and cancellation proceedings আৰু legal aid program বা cancellation proceedings restriction on other employment Bar Council of India rule 40 restricts the advocates not to personally engage in any other business other than the legal profession like businesses include one of the restrictions on other employment already boys a salaried officer নোৱাৰিব বা business কৰিব নোৱাৰিব not to personally engage in any other business other than the legal profession বাহিৰে বেলেগ businessত involve হ'ব নোৱাৰে the reasons for his restriction is that he should fully concentrate in the legal profession and elevate it to high stand fully concentrate কৰিব লাগিব only এটা profession নিজৰ legal professionত আৰু high standard যাতে maintain কৰিব পাৰে if he is allowed to do other business then that may lower down the standard of his profession নিজৰ professionৰ standard to lower down কৰিব পাৰে যদি বেলেগ এটা businessত involve হয় then comes if he joined as a full-time salaried employee either in the government or in the private sector যদি full-time salaried employee হিচাপে কাম কৰে government বা private sectorত তেতিয়াহলে Bar Council of India request কৰিব লাগিব তেওঁৰ নামটো remove কৰিবৰ কাৰণে advocates roleৰ পৰা So there is a general restriction on the other employment. There is no restrictions for engaging himself in the following work. General restriction is beleg employment কিন্তু তলৰ following works yet restrictions নাই. He can be a sleeping partner in a business. Sleeping partner means to actively participate নকৰে কিবা businessত. If in the opinion of the state bar council যদি state bar council opinion মতে that business is not inconsistent with the profession. He business to their legal professional লগত inconsistent নহয়. Then An advocate who has inherited a family business, যদি family business inherit কৰিছে তেতিয়াহ'লে সেইটো continue কৰিব পাৰে but managementত participate কৰিব নোৱাৰিব personally. She shall engage himself in writing law books. এইটো এটা important কাম lawyers advocate কৰিব পাৰে. আমাৰ কিছুমান বুকত even advocateও লিখে. So law books লিখিব পাৰে. Then 3, he shall join as a part-time law teacher. Law teacher হিচাপেও part-time তেওঁ join কৰিব পাৰে or any other part-time job which may not be inconsistent with the legal profession. যোনটো legal profession লগত inconsistent নহয় part-time law teacher. The part-time job should not exist more than 3 hours in a day. এদিনত 3 ঘণ্টাতকৈ বেছি সেই part-time jobটো কৰিব নোৱাৰিব. But because এইটো law writing law books বা as a law teacher, so এইটো legal profession লগত inconsistent নহয়. Then comes 4, he shall prepare question paper for exam. Examৰ কাৰণে question paper prepare কৰিব পাৰে. He shall review parliamentary bill for remunerations. The parliamentary bill বিলাক যোনবিলাক proposed bill সেইবিলাক তেওঁ review কৰিব পাৰে. He shall act as a remuneration কিবা এটা remuneration receive কৰিব পাৰে for this. He shall act as a member of the parliament or member of the state assembly. তেওঁ parliamentor member হিচাপে act কৰিব পাৰে বা member of the state assembly হিচাপে act কৰিব পাৰে. He shall study postgraduate courses in law without suspending his practice. To practice to suspend নকৰাকৈ postgraduate course বিলাক কৰিব পাৰে in law, postgraduate PG level. Then yet এটা important point, note, an advocate who is engaged in other business shall be punished for his professional misconduct. Punish হ'ব professional misconduct কাৰণে যদি বেলেগ ধৰণৰ businessত involved থাকে. Then comes duty to self. এজন advocateৰ নিজৰ প্ৰতিও কিছুমান duty থাকে like legal profession is a noble profession. Noble শব্দটো word হৈছে noble profession. The degree of standard expected from the lawyer with respect to his knowledge, skill and ability is so high. যোনটো standard as a lawyer পৰা expect কৰা যায় regarding their knowledge but their skill but their ability বহুত high. So an advocate should follow the following duties as duties to self. তেওঁ নিজৰ প্ৰতি কিছুমান duty follow কৰিব লাগিব নিজৰ প্ৰতি. For example, I am following certain duties towards myself. মোৰ প্ৰতি কৰা. So advocate নিজৰ প্ৰতি কিছুমান duty কৰিব লাগিব. Number 1, an advocate must develop the habit of systematic study of law and acquire up-to-date knowledge in law. Because we know that the amendment হৈ থাকে constitutional but new bills বিলাক parliamentত state legislative assemblyত pass হৈ থাকে. So for this purpose, law to static নহয়. Law is a dynamic thing. মানে dynamic. It changes. So time to time change হয়. So the advocate এটা habit থাকিব লাগিব systematic study of law to study কৰা নতুন বস্তুবিলাকৰ লগত আপডেট থকা and acquire up to date knowledge or up to date knowledge acquire কৰিবলৈ regarding law. So 2, he shall exercise prudence, diligence and judiciousness in all his activities. To protect নিজৰ সব activitiesত prudence, diligence and judiciousness. Judiciousness means judicial mindset. মানে judiciously মানে তো প্ৰত্যেকটো বস্তু ডিসিশন ল'ব লাগিব from the point of view of law. Personally নহয় তেওঁ কি ভাবে বা তেওঁৰ personal opinion কি হেতু নহয় law কি কয় হেমতে হেতু হল judiciousness বা judicial mindset থাকিব লাগিব. Diligence থাকিব লাগিব আৰু prudence থাকিব লাগিব. Then comes 3, he shall never be a party to anything which he knows to be wrong. তেওঁ এনেকুৱা এটা বস্তুত party হ'ব নালাগিব which he knows তেওঁ জানে মানে তেওঁৰ knowledge আছে যে সেই কামটো wrong. He shall not stir up litigation. To litigation stir up কৰিব নোৱাৰিব. And 5, he should discourage vexatious, groundless litigations. Vexatious but frivolous, groundless litigations. এইবিলাক litigation এটা ill motiveৰ দ্বাৰা কৰা হয়. Then comes point 6, he shall encourage compromise between the parties. তেওঁ partiesৰ মাজত compromise encourage কৰিব পাৰে between the parties be here compromise and নিজৰ dispute যদি solve কৰিব পাৰে then lawyers and compromise encourage কৰিব লাগে rather than বেছি dispute create কৰাতকৈ. Then point 7, he shall not indulge in any act which amounts to professional misconduct. এনেকুৱা ধৰণৰ actত indulge হ'ব নোৱাৰিব যোনটো professional misconduct হয়. Then comes 8, he should not do any act which accounts to contempt of the court. But এনেকুৱা কাম কৰিব নোৱাৰিব যোনটো contempt of court. Contempt of court act in 1971 ইয়াত প্ৰেছক্ৰাইব কৰা হৈছে under this syllabus. So হেতু পঢ়িলে বুজি পাম contempt of court মানে কি. Contempt মানে disrespect towards the court. Simple wordত দুটা টাইপ অফ contempt থাকিব পাৰে এটা হ'ল civil এটা হ'ল criminal. Then 9, he must be fair and honest in his dealings. Fair আৰু honest হ'ব লাগিব. Then আছে duty to collegium. The collegium মানে তেওঁ advocate বাকি advocate কি duty আছে তেওঁৰ In order to maintain good relations, first of all, good relation maintain কৰিব লাগিব among the members of the bar members লগত. An advocate has to perform the following duties to college use. Number 1, an advocate shall not enter appearance in any case in which there is already an advocate. To এনেকুৱা এটা কেছত এম্পিয়াৰ হ'ব নোৱাৰিব য'ত অলৰেডি এজন এডভকেট আছে, তো সেই এডভকেটজনে ইণ্টাৰফিয়াৰ কৰি এপিয়াৰ হ'ব তেনেকুৱা নোৱাৰিব. He shall not in any way solicit cases by advertisement or otherwise advertise কৰিব নোৱাৰিব একো কেছ. Then 3, he shall not allow his name to be used by some other persons for unauthorized practice of law. তেওঁৰ নামটো বেলেগ এনেকৈ ইউজ হ'বলৈ দিব নালাগিব যাতে বেলেগ এজন পাৰ্চন নে unauthorizedভাৱে ল প্ৰেক্টিছ কৰে. Then 4, he shall not accept a fee less than the fee chargeable under the law. তেওঁ এক্সেছিভ ফিটো ফাৰ্ষ্ট অফ অল ডিমাণ্ড কৰিব নোৱাৰে. বাট অন দ্য আদাৰ হেণ্ড তেওঁ যোনটো ৰিজনেবল ফি যোনটো লৰ আণ্ডাৰত চাৰ্জেবল হয় সেই ফিজটোতকৈ কম ফিজো তেওঁ ল'ব নোৱাৰে. Then 4, he shall not accept a fee less than the fee chargeable under the law. Then restriction on advertisement. It is a very बहुत important point. Rule 36 of the Bar Council of India restricts the advocates not to advertise about the profession. They are the profession to advertise কৰিব নোৱাৰে. This restriction is imposed because advocate profession is the noble profession. Because the profession to হ'ল এটা noble profession, dignity থকা profession, so advertise কৰিব নোৱাৰে. Due to this restriction, advocates are banned to do the following things. তলৰ বস্তুখিনি ban কৰা হৈছে advocate কৰিব কাৰণে. Number 1, directly or indirectly advertise about their professions. Either directly or indirectly in their profession to advertise কৰিব নোৱাৰে. Publishing his photo along with news regarding his appearance in a case. Their photo বা নিউজটো regarding the case কেনেকৈ appear হৈছিল কি কৰিছিল সেইবিলাক কৰিব নোৱাৰে. Then 3, circulation of pamphlets or giving advertisement with a view to soliciting case. তেনেকুৱা কৰিব নোৱাৰে. Then comes his name board should be small and in the prescribed size. এইটো এটা আৰু এটা important point. The name boardখন স্মল হ'ব লাগিব, সৰুকৈ লিখা থাকিব লাগিব তাৰ নামটো বা তেওঁৰ ডিগ্ৰী or anything. In the name board following matters should not be mentioned and তল থকা মেটাৰখিনি মেনশ্যন কৰিব নোৱাৰিব. আৰু স্মল হ'ব লাগিব নেম বৰ্ডখন. ডেট মিনছ এখন বেনাৰ লগাই দিব নোৱাৰিব ফটো চটো দি পেলাই নিজৰ. Information relating to membership in bar council or post in the bar association. Bar association বা bar councilত মেম্বাৰশ্বিপ আছে বা বেলেগ কিবা আছে সেয়া এডভাৰটাইজ কৰিব নোৱাৰিব. Point 2, information about the specialization is a particular branch of law. To kiba particular branch of law specialization ase information about, for example, labor law, environmental law or something like this. To hedu again information heblak include কৰিব নোৱাৰিব to small board khonot. Then information about ex-judicial officer, to jodi ex-judicial officer asil, ex-government advocate asil, heblak information to দিব নোৱাৰিব. Information about his membership in other association, ter member belag association jodi membership ase heও to include কৰিব তাত নোৱাৰিব. Restrictions আছে advertise নিজকে কৰিব নোৱাৰিব. Then comes making advertisement against the above said restrictions will be treated as professional misconduct. আৰু যদি তেনেকুৱা advertisement কৰে তেতিয়াহ'লে সেইটো হ'ল professional misconduct and তেওঁ তাৰ কাৰণে liable হ'ব. Then refusing to accept a case. An advocate shall not refuse to accept a case. Now, at a case accept কৰিবলৈ refuse কৰিব নোৱাৰে. If the client asks to file or defend a case in a court or tribunal where he normally practice, so যোনটো court বা tribunal normally practice কৰে client কৈছে যে please defend the case. This is one of the important duty of the client. To client এটা important duty. Yes. But in the following situations, he can refuse to accept. Talar situation, conditions, or circumstances as an advocate case to accept or refuse. Number 1, if he has reason to believe that he may be called as a witness in the case. Jodi tao bhabe je tao witness hisabe tao call kora jabo tao witness hobo he case to titehalto advocate lawyer hisabe he case to present koribo nware by pure hobo nware. 2, if he has already given the advice or prepared the pleadings for the opposite party. Jodi to opposite party kane kam korise titehalto he belag eta party kane koribo nware already advice dise ba case to prepare korise plead koribole kane. Then witnessed, then opposite party. Then if he is physically disabled from appearing. So it is physically disabled, for example, kisman illness or suffer grace and it refuse to appear on the health conditions, health or grounded. Then 4, when he may not be available to present a case in the court, he time to available hobo nware for certain reasons. Then 5, when he confines his practice in some courts only. Jodi tao practice okol kisuman belag court he thake বা তাৰ বাহিৰে আন এটা কোৰ্টত এক্সিড নহয়, confined to some court only তেতিয়া. Then comes professional misconduct. Misconduct means dereliction of duty. Professional misconduct means direction of duty relating to legal profession under Section 35 of the Advocates Act. So misconduct a different part. It section include not rule, bar council rule jikhini already paha hol. So unit 3.1 Bar Council of India rules on standard professional misconduct and etiquette rules under Section 49(1)(c) of the Advocates in 1961 appoint to kora hol in this video. Thanks for watching. If you like my videos, please do not forget to subscribe.